What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming to my channel. My name is One of a Kind Vlogs. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, cut on post notifications so that you'll never miss a video, and comment down below. Now today, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm late doing these videos as usual. I will get better though, I promise. Today we're going to talk about, let's see, National Good Samaritan Day. Random act of kindness. I don't know why I keep preaching y'all about this stuff. Okay, National Good Samaritan Day, also known as Good Samaritan Involvement Day, is celebrated on March the 13th every year. It's a day to celebrate and encourage kindness and selflessness despite our differences. The phrase Good Samaritan is based on a biblical parable. The day also commemorates the death of Catherine Kitty, who was killed in New York City, a little distance from her own home. It is believed that Kitty would have lived if others had intervened during the attack. On this day, we're reminded to be our brother's keeper in all circumstances. History of National Good Samaritan Day. The term Good Samaritan has an origin in the biblical story, being one of the parables told by Jesus. When asked by a religious leader, "Who is my neighbor?" Jesus responds with this parable, which can be found in Luke chapter 10 from the 30th to the 37th verse. A Jewish man was traveling from the city of Jerusalem down to Jericho. On his way, robbers attacked him, stole his clothes, and left him half dead on the side of the road. A priest and a temple assistant came along, saw the injured man, and walked on by without offering help. Then came a Samaritan. Samaritans were a class of people living in the northern part of the kingdom of Israel during biblical times. There was much animosity between the Jews and the Samaritans, to the point that the two groups wouldn't so much as speak to each other or pass through each other's towns. In the story, a despised Samaritan came upon the injured man and felt compassion for him. He bound up his wounds, put the man on his donkey, and took him to an inn, where he went even further by taking care of him. The next day, the Samaritan paid the inn owner and asked him to take care of the wounded man, promising to cover any other expenses that might be incurred. Jesus concluded by asking his audience to go and do the same. The celebration of this holiday is linked to a tragic death of Kathleen Genovese, Genovese, who was murdered in New York on March the 13th, 1964. Had someone intervened during the attack, Catherine might have lived. National Good Samaritan Day is a reminder to offer a helping hand to others as often as we can. National Good Samaritan Day timeline. 1964, the Kitty Genovese murder. Catherine was killed in New York City, New York. 1964, Genovese syndrome. The bystander effect of Genovese syndrome develops as an aspect of psychology. 1975, film portrayal. A film called Death Screen, based on the murder of Kitty Genovese, is produced. 2007, the American Psychologist Report. The American Psychology published an article that claims no evidence was found to support the belief that there were 38 witnesses to the murder, as reported to some newspapers after Kitty's murder. God, these allergies are killing me. How to observe National Good Samaritan Day. Number 1, be a good Samaritan. On this day, remember that not only by a receiver, but also lend a helping hand to as many people as possible. Open the door for a stranger, tip a waitress, or smile at the next person you pass by on the street. Kindness is free. Number 2, reminisce. Reminisce on the moments that someone showed you an act of kindness, no matter how little. Use this day to celebrate and honor those people, regardless of how long ago it was. We just don't do that. Sad. Number 3, share. Share National Good Samaritan Day with others. Use the hashtag Good Samaritan Day on all your social media accounts to spread awareness, which I'm going to do today. 5 important facts about Kathleen Genovese. Number 1, Kitty was born on July 7, 1935 in New York. Number 2, family. She was the oldest of 5 siblings. Number 3, education. She attended Prospect Heights High School in Brooklyn, New York. Number 4, character. People reported her as a person who was self-assured beyond her years and had a sunny disposition. I'm sorry. I messed that word up. And number 5, occupation. At the time of her death, she worked as a bar manager at Eve's 11th Hour Bar in Queens, New York. I'll tell you more. This is a shame, man. You can't do a helping hand. This is pitiful. Why Good Samaritan Day is important. A milk of human kindness. This day reminds us to step up and step out of our comfort zone and offer a helping hand to those around us. In our busy universe, we often forget the others around us have need. And this day reminds us to overflow with milk of the human kindness. B, celebrate the Good Samaritan. This day also gives us the chance to celebrate every Good Samaritan who has shown us kindness one way or another. Whether it's a first responder arriving at the scene of an emergency or a random person giving a homeless person his lunch, these selfish people deserve to be celebrated. That's facts. And C, it highlights the importance of diversity. In the parable, the man who offered help and the wounded man were social and religious enemies based on their differences. This teaches us that we're to set aside our prejudices and be human to one another. Again, a random act of kindness. I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling y'all this. Now, I hope you learned something in that, because I do it every day. I help somebody do something. If it ain't nothing but give them my advice, if it ain't nothing but give them a ride, give them money, whatever. I do it every day. I don't care if it's $2, I'm gonna do it. That's what we all should be doing. We always want God to bless us, but we don't never want to put in the work. Ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing handed to us free at all. Now, with that being said, this is the end of my video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below, let me know what you think about this video, and share this video out on all major platforms, because everybody needs to know we need to do better than what we're doing, because we're not doing right and God is not pleased. I just want to let y'all know that. Remember, you're too blessed to be stressed. Love and happiness at all times. Hug somebody and tell them you love them, and always do a random act of kindness, which is what this is based on. Random act of kindness. Now here it is. I think it was Luke 10. Because it makes perfect sense, and it's in the Bible. That's the part that gets me. They was telling it in the Bible. Luke chapter 10, from the 30th to the 37th verse. Now these two people were against each other. This one Samaritan jumped out of his comfort zone and decided to help the man and put him in the inn and pay it. We don't have to do that, but still, it's just a principle of it. We got to set aside our enemies, man. Set aside that stuff, man. It's not even important anymore. And do stuff for people. I don't care if you ain't talking to that person. If that person needs help, you should help them. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Remember. I have my merch on sale, 25% off for the whole month of March. The code is SPRING. You put SPRING in there at the end, it'll give you a discount, 25% off. And you can join my channel for $2.99. I got some bangers coming. I'm waiting for it to warm up just a little bit more before I put this stuff on my channel, because I want it to spread on to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So until then, I'll see you on the next one.